Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from the Crush Zilla, a 2024 Ford F250 with the 6.8 liter four-wheel drive Super Duty. We're testing the gas mileage today. We're breaking the truck in. We're trying to get more miles on it, and hopefully that will increase. And I think the best way to check the mileage is when you get on the freeway and you're maintaining the speed that you want to check. I'm at 70 miles an hour, and I did a reset on the computer that had the miles per gallon average, waiting for it to increase because I was driving around in the city. So I just reset it all back to zero, and the computer immediately started calculating my gas mileage based on my driving conditions right now. So for the last couple of miles at 70 miles an hour, I've only gone 2.7 miles since I've reset it, and I'm averaging 16.7. It started out at 17, and it's at 16.7. So we'll drive a few more miles. We'll keep an eye on it. And you got to remember, look at down there at the bottom left, 260 miles is all this truck has on it. I am sure that once we get more miles on the car, the truck, the mileage should go up. So I got the air conditioning going. We're in very warm temperature, 84 degrees in South Florida. We're traveling I-75 southbound, just right here in Sarasota, Florida. We're going to go back and forth, down a ways and back a ways, and just see what this 16.6 currently is going to get without towing at 70 miles an hour, being powered by a 6.8 liter mini Zilla engine that has 405 horsepower and I think it's 445 foot-pounds of torque. So here we go, running down I-75 down to 16.3. Again, 84 degrees outside. So we'll check back in with you in a minute. Hopefully we can get, I don't know what kind of mileage it might get when it breaks in towing, but wouldn't it be great if we could get 12 miles per gallon towing at 70 miles an hour? So here we are at 16.3. It started at 17, and we'll check back with you in another 4 or 5 miles and see where we're at. All right, well, good news. We've only been a few more miles since the last clip, and look at that. 17 miles per gallon. It kept ticking upwards in a very windy day today too, on I-75 in Sarasota, heading towards Northport. And this little S in the bottom right there, it comes on and says SE sometimes. What does that mean? I got to check that out. It says S right now, and I saw it blink a minute ago and it said SE. So look at the gas mileage going up, ticking up. 17.2 on this 2024 F250 XL with the STX package and the off-road package. So a very heavy truck, a 6 3/4 foot bed with a full Crew Max Super Crew cab on this Super Duty. It's got 373 or what is it? 37 gears. I'm forgetting what I'm thinking about, but anyway, it's ticking up even more. 17.3. It's a 373 gear ratio, I think it says on the sticker. This is a $60,900 window sticker price, including the $2,000 destination charge. So this truck is a $50-some-odd thousand truck at full window sticker. It is beautifully equipped. It is the sweet spot. It has the baby Zilla 6.8 liter engine in it, putting out 405 horsepower and I believe 435 or 45 foot-pounds of torque. So we're moving over here and going to keep on going down to 17.2. And that's what I did, is I just reset the computer once I got on the freeway, 17.1, Once I get on the freeway, I reset the computer to 0 again. We've traveled 12.4 miles. This is a brand new 2024 with only 270 miles on it. So hopefully that will increase the more it breaks in. And that's what we're out doing. We're trying to break this truck in so that we can tow a 25-foot, 6,500-pound camper behind it. The truck has a 14,100-pound towing capacity, so it's more than capable. But I did read in the owner's manual that they recommend 1,000 miles on the truck before towing. So we're going to try and get obviously a few more hundred miles on here, several hundred more miles before towing, and we'll probably go ahead and change the oil out as well. I'm not sure if it's synthetic oil or not. It just said in the owner's manual 10W30, and so I don't know if that's regular viscosity oil, semi-synthetic or full synthetic. And I don't know whether I'm going to put full synthetic in it or not. You can leave a comment of what you run in your Ford Super Duty or what it does call for. On the oil filler cap, it certainly should say what it requires. I think most cars require full synthetic today, but because this is an American-made, naturally aspirated 6-liter V8 motor, it may still run on the regular viscosity oil. But 273 miles on this beauty. I absolutely love it. It's riding very nice on the freeway here, not too bouncy, and I'm sure it's going to be really nice with the trailer on the back. So there it is saying SE now on the bottom right. What does that mean? I have it in economy mode, but it goes to S, so I'm not sure. And we're doing 70 miles an hour, 84 degrees, approaching 15 miles on this test, and we're at 17 miles per gallon. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, everybody, it's 16.8 after driving 22 and a half miles. The next exit is a little about 7 or 8 miles ahead, so we're going to call this a 25 to 27 mile run one way, and then drive back the other way and see what the gas mileage averages out to. We're at 16.8. It did drop below the 17. I did drop the speed 5 miles an hour momentarily as I was getting up on this semi truck, but I'm on cruise control in South Florida on a flat road, warm day. Couldn't ask for better conditions, except there is quite a bit of wind out there, and this is not a very aerodynamic vehicle. So now we're down to 16.7, and the little letter says E now. It changes from S to SE to E, and I have no idea what it means. Something about maybe the transmission or the economy mode, not quite sure. But let's see if we can move over here and nobody's in our way. We'll maintain our speed at 70 and 16.7, folks. So let's get on up the road here. Hopefully that'll stay 17 plus, because there is no EPA rating required on these Super Duty trucks. It's just you get what you get. So we're finding out with a truck with only a little over 200 miles on it, what it can get. And I'll reset the computer to see what it says driving 25 or 30 miles back to where I came from, and see what it says. 16.7 we're at right now, 86 degrees, flat road, 6.8 liter gasoline engine, brand new truck, breaking it in. All right, we're in Northport, Florida, 2 miles to the exit. And before I slow down and change the gas mileage on it, let me move over here so I don't have to slow down and show you what we got. 28 miles. It's going to be 30 miles when we get off on the exit. So that's a 30-mile test on a brand new truck, a 2024 3/4 ton with a 6.8 liter V8, and we're getting 16.6 currently. And and it was up to 17, and it dropped down below. We got a very windy day out there, and we keep following these trucks, which sometimes we're drafting and sometimes we're getting that air that comes over them. We've also got some crazy drivers out here. But yeah, we're going to get off in a half a mile here, and that was the test. 16.6, folks, is what a brand new truck's getting before it's fully broken in with a 6.8 liter. And we'll do the same test driving 30 miles back to Sarasota. She's going to hold at 16.6 right there. All right, let's get off, turn around and head back. All right, we've turned around and we are going to get up to speed. We're going to reset this trip odometer and show you what we got. So let's get it on up to 70 miles an hour, put it on cruise control, and reset the computer and let it recalculate. Let's get it up a little bit faster. You're looking at the little green light there. It'll show you our exact speed digitally. Okay, 70 miles an hour. And here we go, resetting. And all values have been reset. And the miles per gallon there on the right, below the 70 mile an hour speed, we'll calculate and we'll see what it starts out at. Take just a second. Oh man, wouldn't that be nice? That's a little higher number than it started out with on the way down here. So it started out at 17, I think, or 17 and a half. So maybe when she breaks in, she is going to get better. But 19.1 and 0.7 of a mile into our test. Let's just check back with you in about, let's say 3 to 5 miles, and I'll show you what it says then. All right, everybody, read it and weep. This thing is up to 19. It was 19.4. It's 19.2 miles per gallon. We must have a tailwind because this is phenomenal. 70 miles an hour, 5 miles in to the second leg on a 30-mile test run each way. I'm 5 miles in, and look, 19.1, dropping, but far cry from 16.6 as yet. Now, this is very, very good news. Not only is the truck breaking in ever so slightly, but we do have a tailwind, I guess. But this is amazing. So this is real world test. We'll check back with you and say 10 more miles at 15 miles into the halfway point through this 30-mile test run, northbound I-75, heading towards Sarasota. We're at 19. Looks like she might be getting ready to drop. We'll see you back in 15 miles, or another 10 miles actually, 9 miles. All right, everybody, we got 15 miles, 15.1. We've come on our 30-mile second leg stretch, and take a look at that. Let's see if we can get it to focus there. There we go, hopefully. Oh man, I pressed the wrong button. Hang on. What is going on? Hang on, I'll be right back. All right. Is that focus, or am I just blind? Anyway, with mileage like this, I may sell my second car, my Honda economy car. Look at that, 18.7. And it was 19 until I started making this little video right here. 18.7, 16 miles into the trip, heading north, maybe with a little tailwind. And now I got a letter that says in. What are these letters there at the bottom right after the transmission indicator that I'm in 10th gear? I want to know. So 18.6 miles per gallon, 300 miles on the truck now, 306 miles, 84 degrees outside, windy, but I guess I have a tailwind here in South Florida on a very flat road, I-75. And look at that, it's 70 miles an hour, a big Baby Zilla 6.8 liter V8 with a 373 gears, 10-speed transmission, is pushing out over 18 miles per gallon. That's pretty damn good. So I'm pretty happy with this, and I don't know what it'll do in hills and with a trailer in the back, but if it can get 10 to 12, that would be phenomenal. And remember, we're doing 70. If I were to back it down to 65 miles an hour, like I probably will when I tow, then that will certainly help. Right now we're running about 1,600 RPMs at 70 miles an hour on the button. All right, when we get down here to the end of our leg, we've got another 10, 12 miles to go. We'll see how much the miles was. It was 16.6 going 30 miles the other way in the wind, and we're still maintaining over 18 miles per gallon, I guess, with the tailwind. We'll get back to you. All right, everybody, with 25 miles into this second leg with only 5 miles to go, it refuses to go below 18 miles per gallon. Not once has it ticked below that, and I had to slow down only a couple of times for brief moments and get back up to 70 due to traffic in front of me, and we're still maintaining 18 plus miles per gallon, and we just have 4 miles to go to do this second leg. I may do another test and see what it'll do and how much of a difference you make by driving 65 miles an hour and what kind of a gas mileage you would get, because you know, you really don't get there any faster driving 70, even 75, than you do at 65, because you don't have to run up on traffic as much, you don't use as much fuel, you don't have to stop as often, and you really have to drive pretty much all day long to ever really get ahead of someone that's going 65 to any, you know, great lengths. I mean, you really do. You don't get anywhere. A lot of people don't understand that, but unless you drive hours and hours and hours at 10 miles an hour over, really with having to stop for fuel sooner than the other, you're going to see that you're not really getting anywhere any faster. So we'll do another test at 65, running 30 miles roughly one direction and then 30 miles back. But there it is, 18.0 now. It's ticked down slightly with less than 3 miles to go for our test. And we had 16.6 on the first leg. So this is pretty good. I got a little traffic here. I'm gonna have to slow down. Let me see if I can move over, pick it back up. And let's get it back up to 70. One more, there you go, 70 miles an hour, 18 miles per gallon, 2.5 miles to go. That's pretty phenomenal, folks, for a 3/4 ton mini Zilla engine. The Crush Zilla is the name of this truck. The Crush Zilla is doing very well with only 307 miles on her, 2024 model. Hadn't even broke in yet. 18 miles per gallon on the highway. That is absolutely great. I couldn't be happier with that. I mean, I could be if it, oh, wait a minute. Right before the test ends, look at that. We dropped down into the 17s, 17.9. We're actually going to get off here on University Parkway at 30 miles, right here at the airport exit. Take a pit stop and do something different. We'll do another one, hopefully for you, a real world test as we get more miles on the truck and see if we can maintain, if it goes down, if it goes up. And then of course we'll be testing it once we get the 1,000 miles on it, towing, and find out what kind of economy we're getting. So lots of videos coming up on the 2024 Ford F250 XL with the STX package. A beautiful truck. It's a Super Duty, well equipped. Air conditioning is working wonderful in here. Seats and everything are amazing. We're 17.9. It won't come back up for us, folks. You see, you got to drive some miles to get a real test. So we finally got the truth. It won't do 18, not today, not with only 300 miles on her. Maybe she will next time, and no wind out there. But that's pretty darn good. 70 miles an hour. Uh-oh, down to 17.8. All right, there you go. That's about 1 mile per gallon, point something more than we did on the first leg. No, 2 miles, right? 16.6. No, 1 mile per gallon difference. I can add almost 2. Look, 17, almost 18, a mile and a half. Kind of negligible. Let's hope it increases with it breaking in. Crush it, everybody.